Hi, my name's Mona, and this is my home. We've lived here now since 2006, 7 or 8 years now. And we almost lost it, but I'm happy to say that we'll be here for as long as we can stay in our home now. My husband and I we're trying to live the American dream, buy a home that we could stay in at least until we were far into retirement. When we first realized that we were in trouble with our house and our loan, it didn't just come in the form that it was getting harder and harder to make those monthly payments. It was coming in the form that business itself also got slow. We're in the construction industry here in San Diego. And my husband and I have always had our own businesses, and we'd always seen things get slow, but never where the people with money were starting to feel it. I would scour the internet with real specific questions about the industry, and I had a few people I could talk to, but with the people I was talking to, nobody had information. Nobody knew what was going on. Of course, everybody was talking about it, and it was really hard hearing the things about, oh, it's the homeowner's fault that we just spent way more money than we had ever. And at the time, that was just not true. This home was not a subprime. I mean, it was not like that. We never expected our credit and everything just to shut down, the whole industry to shut down the way it did. So moving forward, my husband and I were just adamant that this was our one chance. This is, keeping this home was the home that we were going to keep, build our business and at least try to have a future with. Even with the little hiccup that we had experienced, in the beginning after, the first year or two when things got really tough. There were firms out there that were offering help, attorneys, lawyers, and I knew instinctively from some of the links that I had followed up and kept studying to read and find out more information that the attorneys were not going to help you get a modification. They could help on some areas of trying to deal with your home and your loans and stuff, but not at the time with the modifications. And the modification was what we were really, really hoping to get. I contacted Charlie and his team over there with the REST report, and the numbers, the things that they talked about with utilizing the REST report for the modification process made sense. Things went very quickly. The modification process using the REST reports, keeping the numbers, presenting the numbers to the banks in order the way that they need to read them was a blessing, and it wasn't something, especially at that point, that I could have figured out on my own. I was exhausted mentally. We'd had it. We're lucky we stayed married. It was trying, and I'm fortunate I didn't have my children at home. I have grandkids, and we dealt with illnesses in the family. My daughter got cancer during the end of my modification process, and she's okay. Everything's worked out all right, but life has its own challenges, and I don't think, everybody wants to say the banks don't care. Whether they care or not, I don't care. I mean, honestly, but people have been so hurt by this in ways that I don't think for years we're really going to get a full picture on how this has affected families in America. But if you can try one more time and trust people that know what they're doing, that know what the industry is doing, these things work, these tools. The REST report has worked for us. It was simple. There were times I panicked because the banks have to run it out. They have to send you the annoying letters, the threatening letters, the scary letters. The team put me at ease with that those were just, just basic letters, form letters that were going to be sent out regardless. I still receive them once in a while, but I'm not panicking anymore. I know that if I have a question, I can still access these guys and ask questions, and they'll let me know. They'll answer. They don't wait until it's all blown over. They do follow through, and that was a blessing also. We were really happy with the way everything turned out. Better, way better than ever expected. We have a future now. We're actually looking forward to our future. And it's going to be doable. Even if it gets tough again, I think we'll be able to do it with no problem. And I have to say, I'm thrilled that people out there that really want a different choice than short sailing or having to give the keys back to the bank, you guys have a tool out there. Use it, utilize it, because it works. It really does. And the banks have to do this. Don't let anybody fool you. The banks are being told they have to modify loans. They have to keep people and their families in their homes. And I know a lot of us are discouraged and you get tired of just dealing with it. Life changes. But if you still want to keep your home, it's the way to do it. And it works. And it's worth it. It's worth it. Let somebody else deal with it. Because it's a little hard to be running your life and managing your home and your business and trying to survive it with trying to deal with a bank that doesn't want to talk back. My new payment, I don't even want to, I'm embarrassed to say it. It's under $2,000 a month. That's the taxes, insurance, everything. And that's the blessing. $2,000 a month is for our age range or for where we are with our looking forward to retirement, if that ever happens. That's doable. We can plan now. And if you have an opportunity to do something with your home and with your loan and change it, do it now. These things might not last forever. You know, they put these products out there and then they yank them. Trust me, I've watched it happen. And I'm so grateful.